Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Dear my students, grade 8, welcome back again. We are going to go on and complete our unit number 6 for the first term. Let's go together. Inshallah, in today's lesson, we are going to practice grammar and we are going to answer workbook. Before we start here, we have an opener, we have a vocabulary quiz. Let's do this one together. We have some sentences and we want the answers for them. The first one, the characters in the story are not real. They are thrilled, fictional, spectacular, or luxury. I'd like you to look at the pictures that are in front of you and find the answers. He says what here? The characters in the story are not real. So they are what? Excellent. They are fictional. That's right. So when I say the word fictional, it means what here? Not real. That's right. The next one. Some students are a survey about healthy lifestyle. So we have sharing, contacting, spoiling, or conducting. We want a word or a verb that the same like do. Excellent. It's going to be what? Conducting. So some students are conducting a survey about healthy lifestyle. Next one. Actually means what here? When you say the word actually means what? Choose. Excellent. It means what here? In fact. So when you say the word actually, it means what? In fact. Next one. I'm sorry I couldn't attend the party because my space was busy. If you look at the picture that is in front of you, this is what here? This is record, schedule, invention, or variety. That's right. It's going to be what here? Schedule. So I'm sorry I couldn't attend the party because my schedule was busy. Now let's move and practice our grammar. Inshallah, in today's lesson, we are going to speak about question tag. Question tag. We are going to practice this one in the past tense. Okay? Let's move together. The first sentence that we have here, they watched TV yesterday. Didn't they? Didn't they? If you look at the sentence that is in front of you, you are going to find it is divided into two parts. The first one, the sentence that we have, and after the comma, this is called what? Question tag. Didn't they? Okay? They watched TV yesterday. He says what here? Didn't they? Why do we use didn't here? Can you think of this one? That's right, because the sentence is what here? Past. Okay? Let's move to another example, and after that we are going to explain it. Omar rode a camel, didn't he? The same here. If you look at the verb, you are going to find rode, and rode in the past simple. So what is the auxiliary verb or the helping verb? It's going to be did. And the sentence here is a positive one, so it's going to be didn't. And if you look at the subject, you are going to find, that's right, Omar. So the pronoun from Omar is what here? He. Good, that's right. Next one. The diver dived alone. Didn't he? Didn't he? The same rule. Here we have dived in the past simple and we use didn't, and the diver, this one is he. So didn't he? So this is called the question tag. I'd like you to think of the formation. Why do we use this? Okay, and how do we use this? Let's move to the next example. Sarah didn't drive a bus. Did she? Did she? I'd like to look here and be careful. He says what here? Did she? Because he says what here? Didn't. That's right. And we have Sarah here. She is a girl. So we are going to use what? She. That's right. Mrs. Gibson was in the park. The helping verb here or the verb that we have was. And this one is in the past. Okay? And the negative from this one is what here? Wasn't. And Mrs. Gibson is a female. So it's going to be she. So the question tag wasn't she. Wasn't she. The next example, we weren't walking. We weren't walking. Were we? The same rule. Weren't becomes were here, and we have the pronoun. We do not change it. So were we? This is a question tag. They went to the cinema last night. If you look here, you have the verb went. Went, this is the past from go. So the helping verb here did in the past, and the sentence is positive. So we say didn't. That's right. And the pronoun, if we find it, we do not change. So didn't they? Didn't they? The passengers were noisy. Weren't they? The same rule. Were here becomes weren't, and if you look at the subject, you're going to find the word the passengers. So we change it into the pronoun they. So the sentence becomes what here? The passengers were noisy, weren't they? Now let's move to the student's book, page 48 together. The question tag. If you look at the two examples that are in front of you, the first one, you worked on this book for 2 years, didn't you? The next one, you knew about that, didn't you? If you look at the two examples here, you're going to find both of them in the past simple, that's right, and both of them in the positive form. So here, how can we form the question tag? Yes, that's right. Here we have to use the helping verb in the past simple, did. And if you find the sentence in the positive form, change it into negative. And the opposite, like when you find it in the negative form, change it into the positive form. And you change the subject into the pronoun. And if you find the pronoun, do not change it, like the first sentence. You worked on this book for 2 years. Here worked, the sentence here is in the past form. So the helping verb did. And the sentence in the positive form. So did becomes didn't. We find you, we do not change it. So our question tag, didn't you? The next example, you knew about that, didn't you? Didn't you? Now, think of the answers for these questions. Take your time, you have about 1 minute to find the question tag and the answers for these 4 sentences. Pause the video and then come back to check your answers with me. Now let's check the answers. The first one, they spoke to the teacher about the project, space they. If you look here, you find the word spoke, past simple, very good. So you're going to use what? What is the helping verb? Excellent, did. And the sentence positive or negative? That's right, positive. So the helping verb is going to be in the negative form. So it's going to be what here? Excellent, didn't, didn't. Okay, number 2, Amani, space, here we have the verb eat all the candy. Did she? Did she? If you look here at the question tag, you are going to find it in the positive form, positive. So the sentence must be in the negative form, excellent. So it's going to be what here? That's right, didn't eat, didn't eat, well done. Number 3, it, space here, be called yesterday, wasn't it, wasn't it. If you look here, you are going to find it in the negative form. So the sentence must be in the positive form. Excellent. It's going to be was. So it was called yesterday, wasn't it? Number 4, they were busy when you called. Where? Where? Can you see the sentence? Excellent. So it's going to become what here? Weren't they? Weren't they? Now let's move to our writing skills here. We are going to watch a video about tourism in Kuwait. You know, tourism, like when some people visit other countries for enjoy. So this is called what? Tourism, okay? To take or have a breathing space. This is called tourism. And then you are going to write some places where tourists can go. Let's watch the video together about the tourism in Kuwait. Okay, now you have watched a lot of places that tourists come and visit in Kuwait. Okay, I'd like you to design a new tourist attraction for Kuwait. Okay, try to design it. Take your time and you can bring it with you to the class next time. Now you have to name some tourist attractions in Kuwait. I'd like you to look at the pictures and tell me what are these places. Okay, the first one, yes, it is the most famous place in Kuwait here. Excellent, this is Kuwait Towers. What about the second one? That's right, this one, the Green Island, the Green Island. The next one here on the left, can you tell me what's this? That's right, this is a scientific center, scientific center. Next picture is an easy one. That's right, we find animals in it. That's right, Kuwait Zoo. That's right. Now let's speak about some tourist attractions in Kuwait. The first one here we have House of Mirrors. We have 77 tons of mirror and 102 tons of white cement have used in the creation of house, which stands uniquely in and around the surroundings. Floors, walls, furniture, sink, etc. are decorated with mirrors in all possible shapes and colors. We have also Failaka Island. It is located in Kuwait Island in Persian Gulf and is 20 kilometers off the coast of Kuwait City in the Persian Gulf. The actual name Failaka is thought to be derived from the ancient. Derived from what? The ancient. Sado House. It is an artistic house and museum in Kuwait City, Kuwait, which is located near the Kuwait National Museum. It was established by Al Sado Society in 1980 to protect the interests of Bedouins and their ethnic handicrafts, Sado weaving. Now, what new tourist attraction, event, festival, competition, or building do you think Kuwait needs to attract more visitors in the future? You can write about this one. Try to think of one and write a paragraph describing the location, activity, time, and write what you can write about. Okay? Take your time and you can write it in the comments below, or you can bring with you next time in the class. Now let's move together. We are going to go to the workbook, page 21 and 22. The first exercise that we have here, okay, the first one, experiencing a strong feeling of excitement. What does this mean? The second one, a plan for carrying out a process or procedure. Third one, to give money or goods for a good cause, for example, to a charity. Let's take them one by one. The first one, experiencing a strong feeling of excitement. It means what here? It's a word that starts with letter T and ends with letter D. Who can tell me? Excellent. It's going to be thrilled. Thrilled. So thrilled here, experiencing a strong feeling of excitement. The second one, a plan for carrying out a process or procedure. It's called what? Excellent. Schedule. Schedule. Third one here, when you give money for a good cause, for a charity. Okay, it's a word that starts with letter D. That's right. It's going to be what here? Donate. Okay. So, and when we write them here, thrilled, schedule, donate. So the hidden word is what here? Excellent. Pure. Now let's move to the next exercise that we have. Try to use the 4 words in the puzzle in sentences of your own. Okay, the 4 words that we have written. Take your time and write each word in a meaningful sentence. Then after that, come back. You can write them and check your answers with mine. The first one, I was thrilled that my team won the match. Number 2, everything went according to schedule. Third one, a businessman donated $1 million to charity. And the last one, pure. Is this ring pure gold? Let's move to the next exercise here. Here we are going to practice question tag. You have to write the following sentences. Use the question tags in the simple past. Like the first example is done for us. Mr. Adam, he writes here, write the homework on the board. So we have to change the verb at first. Here we have write. We change it into the past simple. So Mr. Adam, the past from write is wrote. So Mr. Adam wrote the homework on the board. And as we have mentioned before, we are going to change the sentence from positive to negative or the opposite. Our sentence here is in the positive form. Wrote becomes what here? Yes, that's right. So the helping verb is did at first. So the sentence is in the positive form. We change it into the negative form. So it becomes what here? Didn't. So didn't, and Mr. Adam will change it into he. The next one, Aliyah go with her friends to the cinema. Who can tell me this one? Yes, what is the past of go? That's right, went. And the sentence is in the, yes, positive. Excellent. So we are going to change it into the negative form. So it's going to become what here? That's right, didn't. And the pronoun from Aliyah, she. So the sentence becomes what? Didn't she. So let's do it together. So Aliyah went with her friends to the cinema, didn't she. The next one, Robert Pershing Waldo, be the tallest man ever lived. This is a name, okay? So what is the past form from verb to be for the singular form? He. Excellent, was. And the sentence as well in the, yes, positive form. So was, we change it into the negative, wasn't. And Robert, the pronoun, excellent, he. So becomes what here? Wasn't he. The last one, Fahd not know the assignment is due tomorrow. If you look at the sentence, you have to be careful. Not know. So the sentence must be in the negative form. Excellent. How can we make it negative? That's right. So Fahd did not know the assignment is due tomorrow. Our sentence here is in the negative form. So we have to change it into the positive form. So it's going to be did he. Well done. Let's move to the next one here. You have to write sentences with a question tag in the simple past for the following situations, then complete the conversation. The first one, we speak about buying a new school uniform. Let's do this one. My mother didn't buy me a new school uniform, did she? Because we have didn't. My mother didn't, so becomes did she? No, she was busy. What about the second one? Being ready for the football match. Being ready for the football match. The players, we want to complete the sentence and make a question tag. Who can think of this one? Okay, let's check this one. So the players were ready for the football match. And we have were here, becomes weren't. The players, the pronoun they, so weren't they. Number 3, not getting an invitation for the show. Okay, not getting an invitation for the show. How can we form a sentence? Okay, so we didn't get an invitation for the show. The sentence is in the negative form. We change it into the positive, so didn't becomes did, and we have here we the same. So no, we didn't if we are going to answer the sentence. The last one, not being on time for the meeting. Not being on time for the meeting. We want to form, yes, a sentence. Okay, so here I wasn't on time for the meeting, wasn't I? The sentence in the negative form, so we are going to say, yes, you were late. Yes, you were late. Let's move here. We have some questions. We want to answer them together. Sam lives in New York. The sentence here is in the present simple, lives. So we are going to apply the rule of the present simple that you have practiced before. Excellent. It's going to be doesn't, because here we have lives in the present simple and Sam becomes he. So doesn't he. The next one, the place was spectacular. Spectacular. So was here, it's an easy one. Excellent. Wasn't. And the pronoun from place, yes, it. So wasn't it. There was nobody outside. There was nobody outside. It's an easy sentence. Excellent. Well done. Was there. Thank you and see you inshallah in other videos.